What if I told you that Hollywood is using artificial intelligence to rejuvenate actors, or that actors are being replaced by digital avatars when they don't make it to the set on time, or simply can't afford to pay them? Well, this is already a reality. With the rise of artificial intelligence, the film industry is preparing to witness a huge change in the way movies are made. Not only does it affect actors, but it also influences the script, casting, predicting audience preferences, and more. Artificial intelligence is already implemented in online streaming platforms such as Netflix or Amazon to provide a personalized and intuitive experience to its users. In addition, with the recommendation system, they get subscribers hooked from one series to another. Today, artificial intelligence is landing in Hollywood, slowly changing the rules of the game and causing a stir. So first, let's discuss the SAG-AFTRA and WGA strike. The Actors Union SAG-AFTRA, which is the Screen Actors Guild American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, and the Screenwriters Union, WGA, which is Writers Guild of America West, have been on strike since May this year. This is the first strike of Hollywood workers in 43 years. This gives us an idea of the dimension of the controversial use of artificial intelligence. Since July, the actors stopped working, and as a consequence, film and series shoots were interrupted, premieres were abandoned, and interviews were canceled. While the actors and screenwriters are not only concerned about wages, they are mainly demanding control of the use of artificial intelligence and protection of human labor. One of the strike posters read, "Pay your writers or we'll spoil Succession." This has already become serious. The point is that this technology is capable of writing entire scripts. For example, in season 6 of Black Mirror, the creator resorted to AI to write one of the chapters, but it was not used in the end. Where it was used was in South Park. The chapter season finale was created with ChatGPT and Play.ht. We can see in the credits written by Trey Parker and ChatGPT. On their side, actors fight for the right to their own image and voice, since artificial intelligence can clone people and use them as many times as desired, without needing consent or additional payment. The same happens with the voice of actors and synchronization professionals, something like what happened with the documentary about the famous chef Anthony Bourdain, where his voice was replicated after his death. In this case, the AI narrations correspond to lines that the acclaimed TV chef had written in books or articles but had never been physically recorded. The controversy centered on the ethics of this decision. Is this right? What about consent? But this is not the only case. In 2022, actor James Earl Jones, who has provided the voice of Darth Vader since 1977's Star Wars: A New Hope, made waves when he allowed a startup company called Respeecher to use artificial intelligence to generate new vocal performances using his early archival recordings as material. This allowed the iconic Darth Vader tone to be retained rather than recasting the role. Jones, now 92, provided guidance and advice to teams working to keep Darth Vader at the forefront of pop culture. After 45 years of existence, Darth Vader has become a more synthesized combination of man and machine than ever before. The fallout over James Earl Jones raised questions about what impact AI might have on the voiceover and voice acting community at large. If archival recordings can now be fed into a computer that can create new line readings, have we entered the final days of paying human performers to do voice work for studios and production companies? Of course, these questions open up the debate about the ethical limits of using artificial intelligence, especially in an industry where creativity is what matters. However, not everything has to be so bad. As I mentioned, artificial intelligence is also being used to rejuvenate actors. It has already been leaked everywhere that AI has been used to rejuvenate actors such as Harrison Ford in the latest Indiana Jones movie or Mark Hamill in The Mandalorian. AI has also been used to generate abstract animated images of Samuel L. Jackson and a swirl of aliens in the intro of Secret Invasion on Disney+, and to give recommendations on Netflix, which vastly improves the user experience. Well-known film production company Miramax has already tapped artificial intelligence technology developer Metaphysic to create younger versions of key characters appearing in the movie Here, which is an adaptation of Richard Maguire's graphic novel. This Metaphysic AI model can reduce the age of actors with a younger version generated by the technology and coupled with their live performance. This new technique is cheaper to produce than special effects or CGI, which is computer-generated imagery and also more realistic. On the other hand, we have the visual effects company Industrial Light and Magic, responsible for the dinosaurs in the Jurassic Park franchise, and the lightsabers in Star Wars, which is working on developing developing 30 programs that use machine learning and AI. Industrial Light and Magic recently used machine learning-based algorithms to reduce the age of actor Mark Hamill, who appeared as a younger Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett series. ILM is certainly a pioneer in its own right. Jurassic Park in particular was a turning point for the industry as the first film to use realistic computer graphics on screen, an evolution from the models and miniatures previously used. ILM could possibly lead the way for a long relationship between artificial intelligence and special effects. In addition to script creation and actor cloning, artificial intelligence is involved in many more areas. How AI helps filmmakers and video producers are almost too many to cover in their entirety, so today we'll mention the main areas where AI tools are used to save time and money for a lot of these studios. Although most people don't know it, artificial intelligence has become an everyday part of the pre-production process of a film. It helps plan shooting and other schedules, find suitable shooting locations by analyzing real-world data and comparing it to script requirements, and even organize footage to help editors find specific scenes or camera angles faster. To simplify pre-production in terms of logistics and design and organizing a film, from casting to budgeting to breaking down locations, props and costumes, all of those things can be done and budgeted easily and accurately using AI from the script. It's pretty crazy to think about considering I didn't know a lot of these things before doing the research for this video. Then there's the effect that AI tools have had on the world of video editing. There are full-featured AI video generators, but they also help make editors' jobs easier, such as Premiere Pro, which offers AI tools to automatically perform color matching or aspect ratio changes. We can also mention Flawless, which quickly learns phonemes so that editors can seamlessly alter actors' facial expressions. AI also helps restore old movies by automatically removing scratches, dirt, and deformations. Just as AI has helped revive deceased actors or rejuvenate living actors, it is also possible to build digital backgrounds and enhance lighting. AI's ability to scan entire scenes and classify objects can further accelerate the visual effects process. There's AI automated rotoscoping, which is the process of manually tracing over footage to isolate elements, which is normally a very time-consuming process. There's also automated color grading, where AI color grading tools can automatically apply color adjustments to achieve a desired look or mood, and just a long list of other AI visual effects tools used throughout the film industry. AI can help make casting decisions by extracting a lot of information about performance and audience reaction to determine the best actor for a given role. Casting directors load scripts directly into AI tools like Largo.ai, analyzing which actors could monetize the role most effectively or who might carry the most risk. But as with any good AI tool, the human makes the final decision. In this case, the casting director. It's simply a more informed decision that requires less time and energy. Studios like Warner Brothers use AI-enabled software like Cinelytic or Scriptbook to predict which scripts are most likely to be commercially successful and determine which movies get made and which don't. The system can calculate in seconds what used to take human days. For example, Cinelytic authorizes historical data on movies over the years, then compares it to information on key themes, using machine learning to discover hidden patterns in the data. This software plays with probabilities and can go so far as to predict which cast would or would not perform better at the box office based on the script, and can anticipate whether the film will be an immediate flop or if it is possible relative to the budget. Hollywood is a box of surprises, replete with films that have been totally unexpectedly successful and others that did not live up to expectations. Of those that are released, only half make at least break even. Artificial intelligence can help production companies predict these surprises. For example, if they wanted to make a romantic comedy starring Jennifer Aniston and Bradley Cooper but one of them was unavailable, producers could look for another combination of actors with a high probability of success. Although this is something that producers can already predict, AI can do it faster. The problem with using AI in Hollywood to choose casting is that, as with many applications of AI, producers must take into account the potential bias in the data. If there is a higher proportion of blockbuster movies with white leads, this will be reflected in the data. Producers should use AI as an advisor to ensure that the film industry is adapting to new possibilities. Moreover, this is something new and experimental, and the lack of data can give wrong results. We can see this in the productions made by AI that are quite questionable questionable but also funny, such as the viral beer commercial Synthetic Summer made entirely with AI. The possibility of AI becoming the best producer in Hollywood exists, but we will have to wait and see how it evolves in the coming years. Production teams can now use AI-powered software such as Dynascore to compose music for their video production. Instead of stock music and its limitations such as copyright issues, AI music composition software generates musical scores tailored to synchronize with cuts and other actions in a script. And Sony Computer Science Laboratories has developed Flow Machines, an AI music composer to help human composers create various chords and melodies to fit the style they are looking for. But these softwares also have their controversies. Think of those musicians who will no longer have the same job and who will gradually be replaced by AI. Films or videos produced entirely by AI with almost no human intervention are still rare, although a computer artist recently won the jury prize at the Cannes Short Film Festival for his AI-generated text-to-video film called The Crow. Another example is user Adrian Seltzer, who went viral for Salt, his series of short films posted on Twitter and generated using a combination of AI tools such as Stable Diffusion, Midjourney, DALL-E 2, Synthesia, Murph, and GPT-3. It is quite possible that video and dialogue alteration technology such as Flawless will pave the way for updating or completely changing films several years after the fact, which critics say could compromise the consent of the original actors. If so, what's the point of human involvement if AI can write scripts, plan shooting locations, choose actors, and automatically create mind-blowing digital effects, even produce entire films and videos? Is it even ethical? But then again, there's already a lot of unethical things about the film industry, so does AI playing a larger role really matter? As with everything that has happened with technology, just because a typewriter replaced the pen didn't mean that writing got better. Ultimately, it is people who provide the human creativity and personal touch behind a film. The biggest problem with the evolution of artificial intelligence in film is that people will be put out of work. The automation of specific tasks like the ones I mentioned, such as special effects, scripting, or even acting, are going to reduce the number of jobs available in these areas. This could hurt the Hollywood industry by displacing filmmakers who depend on these jobs for income. The advancement of artificial intelligence in filmmaking has been incredible in recent years, with many tasks that used to require human involvement now fully automated. On the one hand, artificial intelligence makes film production easier and faster, allowing them to be completed much sooner. However, it also means that fewer people are involved and, of course, lower wages. As this technology advances, fewer tasks require a human touch, and this is a serious problem that should be taken into account. This is why it is important to control the use of artificial intelligence, as demanded by actors and screenwriters in the strikes. Will artificial intelligence replace traditional cinema? More than one of us has been asking ourselves this question, but I'm not going to answer it for you. According to Raindance Film Festival, people can stay relevant in the increasingly automated film industry in the following ways: by focusing on the unique perspective and emotional depth of human storytelling, by focusing on tasks that AI still has difficulty performing, such as those requiring empathy, social skills, and physical dexterity, and adapting and harnessing the power of new technologies to improve our own work. Some are not concerned with humans being replaced by AI, at least for now. On its own, AI cannot create a brilliant, marketable idea. Even in a world where AI can put the idea in a box and a movie comes out, it still takes a human being to make it and look at it and say, this works and this doesn't. In short, artificial intelligence raises creative and even legal questions. AI is perfect for crunching numbers, sorting data, and showing patterns that are not visible to the naked eye for humans. But for creative decision-making, you still need experience and emotional instinct. And the truth is that in general, the best stories, the most original ones, are products of the screenwriter's own experiences or inventiveness. Ideally, screenwriters should be able to use artificial intelligence as part of their creative process without modifying how script credits are determined. This creates a complication because what is produced by artificial intelligence is not copyrighted. This is a debate that is already installed in Hollywood and nothing has been said yet. But what do you guys think about all this? Is AI really taking over Hollywood, or are we going to be able to maintain the human touch when it comes to what sells and what doesn't? Either way, let me know your thoughts down below, and as always, thanks for watching.